Welcome to the third episode of VAMONOS, a show brought to you by Caminos from the ESB MAC. Me llamo Giselle Muñiz, and I am one of the lead writers of the Cuarentelenovela. We have a business insight interview of one of the representatives from the Mexicarte Museum. An interesting fact about the Mexicarte Museum is that it's actually known to be one of the oldest Latino museums in the state of Texas. A literary collective reading of one of Gabriel Ramirez's poems. We have the second episode of the Cuarentelenovela, in which we see a different perspective of the whole family inheritance dilemma. Last but not least, we have the Caminos Art Club. In this episode, we will be drawing raindrops on a window. Pretty interesting. Thank y'all so much for tuning in. I'll see y'all.
Hey, welcome to the Business Insight. In this show, we interview cool people in business and artists to discuss how to get through rough times like this quarantine. I am Amy.
I'm Marina, and we're your hosts today. Today we're interviewing Mario Villanueva, who markets and coordinates events for the Mexicarte Museum. In one word, how would you describe the Mexicarte?
I feel like it's not just a museum, it's also a space for the community to come together. In the past, we've held so many exhibitions and so many events, and I feel like any creative or artist even if they're not Latino, Latinx, or Latina, somehow they'll find their way within the Mexicarte like network of artists.
So it's more of than just a museum. It's more like a community almost.
Yes.
What kind of art is shown at the museum?
Pretty much everything. I think, there's photography, there's printmaking, there's painting, there's illustrations, sculpture. It's all types of mediums of artwork.
So what kind of obstacles have you faced because of the quarantine?
So as a marketing person for the museum, I have to regularly, I would just do all digital marketing efforts, make sure that people know what's happening at the museum, writing press releases, sending it out to media outlets, just basically communicating with so many people at the same time. But because of quarantine, it's been a little challenging because you don't want to be part of the problem where people are getting COVID. And so that's been a challenge for sure. Just thinking of ways where we need to promote the museum, but at the same time, making sure that we're also not participating in more COVID cases. So it's all about taking care of people. One of the solutions that we have found is establishing online resources. So right now, for our exhibition that's on display right now, it's really beautiful artwork, but our education department has also created online lessons that people can do from their homes. We also have some videos, like a tour video that we just released yesterday. And then we also have a video on our curator and one of our educational staff associates speaking on the online lessons that we created for the exhibition.
Was there any silver lining to the situation?
For me, and I think for everyone in the staff, this is a learning process. It's a crisis that the world hasn't ever seen before. And so I think for us to embark on this, yes, it's challenging, but we're also learning how to navigate through it. So I think it's an opportunity for us to grow from it. And I think in the long run, hopefully when things get better, wherever we are in the future, career-wise, we'll have that skill set of, we know what to do in a moment of crisis. So I think that, it adds more to our skill set.
So have you seen more activity with the Mexicarte social media since the quarantine, or has it been about the same?
I think it's the same. People are responding in the same way. People are liking posts, but I think on our end, sharing the information, what has changed is the conversation. As y'all know, the Black Lives Matter movement has been taking place, and one of the ways in which we've been responding is by sharing content or sharing posts that have to do with social injustices.
How has the general community, in your opinion, reacted and adapted to the quarantine?
I think I think they've responded okay with it. I think a lot of people understand that there's a quarantine happening, so we need to be distant. Before the quarantine happened, we had some events, large events, scheduled, but we had to postpone some of them. And I feel like the way people have responded to it has been cooperative. They know that this is happening, and a lot of the organizations outside that we've collaborated with these events, we've collaborated with them in the past. So I feel like they have a feeling, it's a very like a family type feeling. So people are responding well to it.
So what are your favorite pieces that you've seen in the museum, if you can name a few?
Some of my favorite pieces probably have been, I think right now, the current exhibition, the retrospective, a native from South Texas. That one, definitely some of my most favorite pieces, just because I feel like the vibe that comes off work itself is very springtime, very lively, because there's a lot of flowers and representations of outdoor landscapes. I think just working with the Mexicarte Museum staff, even when we were working from home to right now, I think the quarantine, the shutdown has kind of brought us closer, just because now it's not just the quarantine, it's also the social activism that's happening outside the museum. We have to start thinking of ways in which we are showing the community that we're here for them, and what kind of initiatives are we going to take moving forward so that the conversation can be moving forward. It's also one of our responsibilities to keep that conversation going. And so I think just talking about Black Lives Matter, social injustices that are happening to the communities that we represent, I think that's definitely brought us closer.
Amy, do you have any questions? Any more questions? I think that's it.
Yeah, I think that's it.
Thank you so much for interviewing with us.
Yeah, definitely. Thank you so much.
I really appreciate it. That was
Yeah, no, it was fun. Thank you for reaching out. I'm really glad y'all reached out to me. So cool. All right, thank you so much.
Thank you. Have a good day.
See you later.
Okay, my point is all of our parents are taking this too far.
I agree. I don't know what's going through their heads right now.
Hey, guys.
What if we just carne asada?
Exactamente. En serio, ¿de qué carambas están hablando?
No, we're fine. We'll come up with something.
Guys,
Mommy wants to send Fernanda, Daniela, and I to boarding school in France, and she's being stubborn about it.
See, and the other one wants to start his own business, but their selfish desires don't matter, because this is tearing our families apart.
Oh, el carne con salsa verde.
You're gonna tear this family apart talking about carne asada instead of our actual problems. Come on, focus.
Just like I want to tear up the carne asada.
guys,
We just need to convince them that the best course of action is to split the money and not the family.
Guys, I have to go. I'm supposed to be meeting with someone in 5 minutes and no one has been listening to me.
¿Qué dijo?
Alien. Yo, you're going to break quarantine? You know you're not supposed to do that?
I know, but it just, I don't know.
Estás arriesgando la salud de tu familia.
You know what? Forget I said anything.
Rude.
Luego hablo con ella, pero necesito el dinero para irme a la universidad.
Y no lo puedes hacer con 1/3 del dinero.
No lo sé.
¡Hey! ¿Qué tal?
¡Ey! Necesito tu ayuda. ¿Sigues siendo amigo de Yolanda, verdad?
Sí, pero no nos hemos hablado desde que empezó la pandemia.
Pero, si le dices algo, ¿te hará caso, no?
Quizás.
Yolanda está rompiendo cuarentena para ver a una de sus amigas. Está arriesgando su salud y la nuestra. Nuestro papá tiene asma. Si le da el virus, puede morir.
¿Y qué quieres que yo haga?
No sé. Habla con ella. tal vez pasa tiempo en llamadas con ella, para que no tenga tantas ganas de ir a ver a sus amigas gringas.
Pues, ¿no crees que tal vez...
No. ¿Quieres pasar más tiempo con ella?
Hey, do you have a mask or something?
No. I have a scarf.
I suppose that works. I'm kind of scared. What if we get caught?
We won't get caught, don't worry.
Okay, but what if we do? We could get in serious trouble if someone sees us and rats us out.
Hey, come on, relax. Look, it's gonna be the first time seeing each other in months. I think that's a risk worth taking. Alright, I'm heading out. I'll see you there.
Yeah, see you there.
This is Numero Gonzalez, and I'm going to read an excerpt of a poem entitled Fathers, Flowers, Funerals, Moods by an author featured on our Instagram earlier this year named Gabriel Ramirez. You ever wonder if the moon just wants to be left alone, to rest in the dark where there ain't no fathers to resent, or mothers to worry about, or brothers to want to cry in the arms left at the other side of the country, which might as well be the world, since your passport's gonna expire without another stamp after the one you got to push Abuela Ana's casket into the ditch on top of Abuelo's. No? No? But that moon, though, there's gotta be flowers there, right? Right?
Everyone, and welcome to Caminos Art Club with the Caminantes. Today, teaching us will be Miguel, like always. Not in a bad way. We love me.
Thank you, Itzel. You made my day. Thank you, guys. Thank you. Hello. Welcome to Caminos Art Club. Today, we're going to do something. We're going to draw something with a pencil, which could be, I recommend use HB pencil, could be, or if it's a little bit darker, could be better because we could have more contrast. Okay?
Wow, that's amazing, Miguel. What are we going to be drawing?
Yes, we're going to draw like a droplets, you know, like a raindrops. Is if you are in a rainy day, a cloudy day, could you imagine you are watching through the window? But in that window, you can see that little tiny drops of water, and the day is kind of gray, but it's comfortable in your from your home from home to watch all that theme. We're gonna draw something like that. We're gonna use our sketchbook, okay? Even I'm gonna be, drawing, but next to I have the reference already. I'm gonna show you what it is. As you can see, guys.
Ooh.
I have to draw in this big one.
Sorry.
You can do it, the drops, the droplets could be bigger, okay? It's not, do you remember that effect that it says it's basic and it's great to draw or paint effects of volume or shadows, it's shading, okay? Or blending if we mix two colors gradually. And that's the way that we're gonna work with this project. We can, could be in the full page if you like, or you can do something like a little, like a square or rectangle. I think a rectangle could be better. And you can draw, the rectangle in the area is your window where you're gonna work on, dragging your pencil. Great. Now you're gonna see it, the reference closer, and I'm gonna be working in this area. Please, if you cannot see well, please let me know. And even you can see the reference next to it. Perfect. With your pencil and angle, you can start doing this. The sky is it's easy, but please, you doesn't have to make pressure in the paper. Just drag your pencil, okay? But in angle, why? Because we are working with the sides of the graphite or charcoal. If you are using charcoal, you just drag, the color little by little. We're gonna do some like gradient or shading. No worries if you leave some marks like lines or something like that, you can leave it. Everything is possible in our sky.
Fiona, I have successfully bought you a pizza.
How to thank you enough. And I'm really bad at accepting gifts and compliments and stuff.
Just enjoy the pizza. That's enough.
Hopefully,
as long as you
we'll
enjoy
find a
the
way to give
pizza.
You are so.
Yes?
My friend, and April 7 is my birthday, okay? Thank you.
Duly noted.
Yes.
What do you want for your birthday, Miguel? Do you want a pizza too?
Could be. Believe me, I love pizza. I know my shape, my muscles. If you think that I eat just just broccoli, no, you are wrong. Usually I eat some pizza. It's hard to believe, but that's true. My favorite food is hamburgers.
I love hamburgers.
Hamburgers. I can be eating hamburgers every single day. And
Burgers are my favorite food. And
Really?
every time I go somewhere and I don't know what to get, that's all I get.
No, I do that with enchiladas. Like, that's how I test
We'll
out.
buy Miguel Whataburger for his birthday.
Yeah, that's amazing. Whataburger.
Have you gone to Dan's Hamburgers? Dan's Hamburgers?
Oh my god, those are better. Go to
Oh my
Dan's
god, those
Hamburgers.
are better.
Is Sandy's the place
I like
for
short
custard?
Ooh, Sandy's is so good.
Does it have
Tennis is
pencil?
good, but dance is even better. Like, y'all haven't even lived if you haven't had dance.
Sorry, just you're gonna make this just till the third part of the two parts, and the third one you're gonna leave it with no color. Remember, gradually you're gonna be a little bit like you start strong and you finish weak. Okay, no pressure, just lightly, just barely touching the paper, just dragging the paper, dragging the pencil over the paper. But as you can see here, I make more pressure and I pass it more time over the upper area. You like, guys, with your clean fingers, clean. I'm saying clean because sometimes it's kind of dirty, or we have like wet because we're sweating or something. We can mess it up. But if you have a clean finger, you can use this, spreading out the pencil from up to down in circles. Look, we can draw a line at this point. Look.
Anyway, how's the progress going on y'all's drawings?
Guys, now we're at this stage, we're doing this. The closest part to us. Somebody want to say something? Yes, I'm doing the same, like a shading like this, but the opposite side, like upside down. Starting with the darkest, but here, and you're gonna move every time, adding less pressure, just touching. And this part next to the closer to the bushes is gonna be pretty light if we compare that area with the closest area in front of you. The pencil is here in angle. I'm pushing about the pencil. I'm making pressure, and gradually I'm gonna leave the paper. That's where the effect of some the grass, in some areas is a little bit more dense.
Oh, he did not yodel, sadly, but I do love the beautifully heart-shaped pizza.
Aww.
Can you show it to us? Can you show it to us? Turn your camera on and show it to us.
Let me see if I can. Hold on.
Show it.
Let's see. Let's see. I'm in bed. Don't say anything about that.
It's okay.
Let me know, guys, when you're ready.
And I love it. Thank you.
Happy birthday.
Show it again, Kiona.
So cute.
I'll send a picture of it onto the group me. Because I can't hold it sideways.
Edit it
a
in.
picture of it into the video right now.
Yes, I'll edit the picture.
Can you show your progress, please?
Me? Yeah. Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Hold on. Wrong page. There we go.
Look at that. That's great. Okay, that's
so
perfect.
blurry.
Great.
I'm very...
Itself?
Oh, mine does not look good.
It is. Okay. And Mary?
Ooh. So I kind of went ahead and did some raindrops. I hope you don't mind.
No, but that's the next. That's the next. Oh, come on. You are doing it already? Okay, good. Elizabeth. Great. Okay.
Oh.
You can add a little bit more pressure in certain areas to get to, more contrast. Could be even better because it's pretty light. It's good. I like it, but it's pretty light. If you want some more contrast, you can add more, pressure in the paper, okay? Or you can pass it over several times, more times. Great, Giselle.
This is mine. Hello.
Great, Giselle. Perfect. Okay, good. Thank you. Amy.
Oh no, mine looks really ugly. I'm a little stressed.
No, that's not true.
Look at the tree. That doesn't look like a tree. That looks like broccoli.
You are.
Do you not remember when we did like our very first like art thing with Miguel?
Don't even
and it was how
remind
to
me.
do the
Mine was
tree?
slanted.
And I actually think I have the broccoli in here. Hold on, in this sketchbook.
Guys, consider that you are in the process. You are still in the process.
Yes.
Okay, that's important.
This is from like
I
when
remember
Miguel
that.
taught us to do a tree.
Yes, I remember. That's the
and
tree.
I made a broccoli. This is a broccoli. So you know what? You don't get to complain that your tree looks like a broccoli because it looks beautiful. And even if it does look like a broccoli, it's still valid.
It's still valid.
Broccolis are trees too. Never forget that.
What are those little black lines on the grass?
Water.
Oh, okay.
Just kidding. I don't know. I don't know if it's water.
It's not water. It's kind of in some areas. It's kind of the texture of the grass.
Oh, see. Oh, okay. Yeah, that makes sense.
Okay. Some areas are darker. Some of them are lighter.
Miguel, I have a problem. I made it worse.
Me.
Who's talking?
Amy, like I made it worse.
Wow, come on.
It's
Just
look, these aren't even like different. They look like the same little triangles. Can I just quit art?
No.
You can't quit art
Amy,
because
you're not
you
allowed.
can't quit breathing. And even when you breathe, it's
Your attention, please. Here. Do you have an eraser with you guys? Could be an eraser like this.
I do not. Let me go get one.
Please get
Like one of
some.
these?
Even we're gonna do it bigger. The droplet's gonna be bigger than the first reference that I already showed to you.
I wrote for all in the telenovela, all the like romantic scenes with Yolanda and Stephanie.
Wait, that's the character's name, Stephanie?
Stephanie, yes. But you know that song, the right? The one that I made? I actually named it Raindrops on the Car Window.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Ooh. Artist name gonna be how?
What do you mean my artist name?
You know, like Beyonce or like you need like a name.
I have a name. It's Aden.
Yeah, but like it could be like. Wait, what did you say it was?
Well, I don't have one strictly speaking, but I do have but I have been posting music to YouTube, and the account name there is Revolutionary One. So
didn't that used to be your username for
Gmail?
Google Meet?
The Gmail.
It is. That's my username for my Google account, and I've been posting on YouTube through my Google account, so it's Revolutionary One.
So we already cleared that up.
Guys, how is everything? Well, how's the process? Did you
I
finish?
think mine turned out good.
Actually,
Oh,
Except I might want to add more
I
drops.
really like yours. I like yours.
I would love to see. I would love to see your projects, guys. Please take a picture of it and share it to in our chat in WhatsApp. No, not in WhatsApp.
Group me.
Group me. That's great. Okay. Oh, look at that.
Whoa,
Excellent.
those raindrops are so realistic.
That's cool.
Thank you.
Can someone tell me if the mic works?
Great.
Your mic works,
Does
Amy.
work, Amy.
For the fourth time.
Let's whisper.
Okay.
You can hear me whisper?
We can probably hear you whisper without the mic too.
Okay.
No, you...
To
Wait,
say
look.
goodbye now,
Okay.
but please say goodbye. And for I was so happy because of time flies, but unfortunately we need a little bit more time to do it, to do any project. But anyway, I really enjoy the process. I really enjoy to share this with you guys, and see you next Caminos Art Club. Thank you. And bye.
Bye.
Bye.